Tony and Errol, gentlemen's hairdressers.
One of them actually said that the way to improve Britain is to get children to be taught how to be British in schools. And you think, how can you teach Britishness? How do you turn a nationality into an equation? Was it Great Britain equals money over principle times arrogance? That's all you need to know. How do you test if someone is British? Do you take them out to Corfu for a week? And if after a week they're not pissing blood, foreign. What do? Do you have a huge written exam, big written examination all about British culture, British leisure, British pastime, British history, and if you fail it, British. Dad, I failed my British exam. I'm proud of you, son. They can take away your job, they can take away your house, they'll never take away your ignorance, boy, you're British. My boy's so thick he could be thick for Britain. Where'd you come from, boy?
Welcome aboard the Scandal Tour. Around each site you will meet a symbol, and that symbol will tell you roughly what the scandal is. It's either sex or money. So here it is. This is the employment agency for rich people. That's what it is. Margaret Thatcher used to live there. She used to drink there a lot. Now it's here that the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Norman Lamont, hired, flat out, a prostitute. She then had to be evicted, and what she did was he used public money to get rid of her. As you can see, there is some form of confrontation taking place right now over this, and she's been dragged away. Now, can you imagine what would the person look like if Bela Lugosi and Dickie Davies somehow had a child? Do you want to pass that round? Could you pass that round? Do you all know who Bela Lugosi is? Here we are. This is what that person would look like.
Then you look at our great symbols, you know. We're supposed to be this nation of patriots, so what do we do with our Union Jack? Turn it into a pair of boxer shorts, dribble, piss and fart in the fucker. That's what we do. You know, we've got the Lion of England. Since when have lions been indigenous to England? If they were, in Yorkshire, you get lion breeders' clubs. Racing lion, is this? What do you feed him? Anything he wants. You see the way that you look at, you know, all the symbols, all the things that we have of our nationality. How do we prove our love? And you get this, let's put the great back into Great Britain, which I've never heard anywhere else. I've never heard, let's put the ooh in Peru. Let's put the we in Sweden. Let's put the sofa back into the United States, South America.
This is an infamous site. This is where the Minister for the Disabled, Nicholas Scott, was involved in a car accident, thus trying to create more disabled people and do his bit. This is the child. He pinned down a child in between two cars, and then ran away from the scene of the crime. You can see him running away. The woman is shouting at the child, and she was shouting, it doesn't matter, he's French. Money was in fact involved here because the wife of Nicholas Scott sued a newspaper because it wasn't her who was in the car that Nicholas Scott ran away from.
We're getting out of Ireland. Britain is leaving Ireland. We've had enough. Leave it, I'm leaving, don't try and follow me. Leave it, I know I'm going. Keep the H blocks, I'm taking the records, leave it. And I know we've just sent the troops in, but that's a bit of an okey-cokey at the moment. Send the troops in, pull them out, in. And the thing is, we're going to leave. And my one piece of advice to Irish people is very simple. Doesn't matter what occurs. If you keep your eye on the goal of a united and peaceful Ireland, it will happen. But if you discover oil, you keep stum. Because Britain will be straight back in. We've forgotten our umbrella and we just need to have a look around. And I quite like the Ulster Unionists because they want to be British. But best place to be British is Britain, isn't it? Being British in Ireland, not very good. And what the Ulster Unionists do, they charge around with bowler hats and sashes and they march everywhere. They just charge around the place. Go, we're British! We are British! And that's how you behave when you're on holiday abroad. We're British, show them your arse! So we don't need an army because we're leaving Ireland. We don't need an army because what have we got that anyone would invade us for? What have we got? Pick and mix. If you're worried about being invaded, you don't need an army. What you need is privet hedge all round the coastline. No one gets through privet, do they? The invading army go, God, I can't privet. We know the invading army wouldn't even get halfway up the beach before they met Britain's first line of defence. Poo, shit, condoms, tampons, yeah. Because we have got so many used condoms in the sea that Catholics have to get a dispensation to go in it. It's true. Bless me, Father, for I have swimmed. That's what they say.
We're coming up here now to... This is the house of Alan Duncan. He made a profit of £50,000 just by slipping around the rules of house purchasing in this country.
As you can see, we've got section money here. This is where a friend of Jeffrey Archer's paid £2,000 on Jeffrey Archer's behalf to a prostitute.
This is the home, here we are, of Jonathan Aitken. There's lots of scandal going on. He also went out with a woman who was accused of being a prostitute. He later denied it. He said he would cut down the journalist with his sword of truth. So there we are. Let's one more time for the sword of truth. Now, this man we're about to show you, he was originally the Minister of Fun until somebody found out that his fun was something else. You can see here this is a sex symbol because it was here that David Mellor, an MP, was actually had an affair with an actress called Antonia de Sanchez. And she was a very, very good actress because David Mellor is extremely ugly. It was at this house that an MP called Stephen Milligan was found dead. He was found dead on the 8th of February 1994, 2 days after he actually had died, and he was found dead on his kitchen table with a plastic bag on his head and some electrical cord round his rope. At first people suspected MI5 involvement. It later found out to be a tragic, self-inflicted death. For us to show you this house, we believe, will be an act of disrespect. If you'd like to eat your satsumas now, please do.
In Yorkshire, they're under possibility of water restrictions. Now is March, isn't it? So that'll be your spring/winter season. Which will be your rainy bit, won't it? And in Yorkshire, there's a drought. Yorkshire, the arid county of Britain. Because whenever you go up to Yorkshire, it's just tumbleweed billowing across the lawn. Cactuses, blokes with sombreros going into pubs. Hey, gringo, you give me a plate of tripe and a mashy peas. And Yorkshire Water actually made £100 million profit in 6 months out of a drought. I was actually in Yorkshire recently, and I was in a pub, and I don't drink alcohol. And a bloke said to me, "What do you want to drink?" I said, "Oh, anything, tap water." "You flash fucking southern bastard." Come on.
Oh, yeah? Oh, there. We've just got a tanker of water for you.
Got what?
A tanker of water. We've got... there's a tanker of water from the people of Ethiopia. They've given... Come and have a look. There's a tanker out there. It's a gift for the people of Ethiopia to Yorkshire Water. And they've given it, and they've made a donation of this water. And we want to talk to somebody. Hiya.
No.
What? Don't what?
Don't film, please, at the moment.
Well, no, because we have to sort out what we're going to do with this, because we've got some people...
We'll turn the cameras off for a minute.
Well, you see, the thing is, can I just explain? We've got the truckload of water from Ethiopia.
Don't film, please.
And we need to talk to someone from the board, because we've either got to take it to somewhere where we can deliver it to the reservoir...
Don't film, please.
Or we've got to dump it, because the driver's got to go.
All right, but let's come and talk about it.
OK, lovely. Have you got your... We've also got a single. They've made a benefit single.
Would you like to turn the cameras
for
off,
you.
please?
So just wait here, and I'll be after 10.
Pick up a kettle, fill it up, plug it in, and boil it. Rinse the cup, clean your hands, now use the toilet. And while you stand watching the golden flow. Remember those unfortunates who have no H2O.
Just for a moment, please.
Right.
I'm not in charge.
Oh, I just want
I've
to
told
find
you
out.
that.
Fine, I just want to speak to someone who is in charge.
Don't they know it's bath time in Rotherham? Water, Yorkshire, let them know the taps are on. Water, Yorkshire, let them know the taps are on out here.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, bye-bye.
Had the rainiest drought ever in history.
Because of the pipes of Yorkshire Water PLC.
Over the pipes,
There's 700 million gallons drained away every week.
their pipes have got more splits than the royal family.
For Yorkshire. And look at their slogan over there. They've got the banner here, but they don't want our water.
We made 100 million profit out of this. Yorkshire water can deliver water, can take the bliss. Yorkshire water can deliver.
So you're saying, one, you don't want the water. We'll just dump it then, is that all right? Can we get someone down to play them the single then? Should we have a chat? Why are you being so obstructive, man? I mean, this is a real beautiful gesture. You doubt the sincerity of my gesture. Steve, you're gorgeous. Do you know that, man? You're just a diamond. Well, it's obvious that Yorkshire Water don't want my water. So I'm going to just have to get rid of it. I'm going to have to dump it a bit, so we're going to have to dump the water down the drain. Here we go. We're just going to have to dump it. Because if they don't want it, we'll just have to... We've tried to give them it, but we'll have to... Sorry. Tonight's show is sponsored by Tony and Errol, Gentlemen's Hairdressers. Tonight's show is sponsored by Tony and Errol. Cheap haircuts for OAPs every Tuesday. There's a thing called the conditionally exempt works of art list, whereby if you inherit a work of art, you get to defer paying inheritance tax by putting it on this list. That means you don't pay tax. We estimate that between £500 million worth of tax is not being paid because people have put their works of art on this list. There are 15,000 items on this list, but the law is, if you have one of these items on the list, the public have got a right to see it. You or I can get to see any of these things on this list.
Hello?
Hello, is that Earl Haig?
Yes?
My name's Mark Thomas. I got your name from the list of conditionally exempt works of art from the Inland Revenue.
Yes?
I was wondering, would it be possible to come up and see a painting that you have?
What group are you? Are you? And where do you? What is your sort of essence? Where your organisation that you're sort of you're as it were part of?
There's a small group of us who are very interested in the work of Sir William Orpen.
Who?
Sir William Orpen, who did the...
that's right, that's right.
Would it be possible to get some refreshments there at all? I mean, we're quite happy to...
Well, I know. I'm afraid I can't do that. You know, we have no servants, no nothing, in a huge house.
You don't have any servants?
No.
Oh, dear.
It's really hard. Honestly, we can't do anything like that.
Because there's about 50 of us who want to come up.
50?
Yes.
Goodness.
If we could get up for breakfast time...
Breakfast time?
Yes. Would that be okay?
The thing is that I don't do it, you see, open the house to the public. I make and 50 is quite a tall order because it's, you know, it's difficult to I'll arm people with a sort of guide, and they can just go around and look at the pictures on their own.
That's absolutely fantastic. Is there a shop Do you have a shop?
No, nothing.
So there's no souvenirs or...
No, God,
Oh, goodness.
I'm nothing to do with tourism here.
Oh, right. The one other thing is we might be bringing some children. Would it be possible, we might just bring a bouncy castle if we could inflate outside?
A what?
You know those bouncy castle things? If we could just quickly inflate it outside and
Yes.
they can just bounce on it
Oh, Lord, yes.
while we go inside and have
Absolutely.
Because they won't let gays into the army for several reasons. One is they say, because when you're fighting, you need someone by your side who you can trust. Someone with courage, some bravery, someone with bottle. And that's why if I ever get in a fight, I want fighting next to me a gay transvestite. Anyone who can walk up Ballymire Street at 10:30 in slingbacks, a low-cut lame going, "Ooh, look at the state of her!" That is bottle. The other reason they don't want gay men in the army, I think, is just normal heterosexual male fear of random sodomy. Because men have this. Heterosexual men, whenever a gay guy walks in a pub, "Easy, watch your backs." Like they're just going to walk up and just fuck them. "Easy, watch your backs, you know, they're cunning, these boys." "What, you fucker, I've just been fucked. I can't believe it. Did you see it? He just whipped in and give me one. I can't believe it. Get out of it, get out of it. That's twice tonight he's done me. I can't believe it. I was playing pool, I was on the black ball. What? Get out of it." And then Nicholas Soames, right, who's Armed Forces Minister, he actually was talking about no more gays in the army, absolutely disgusting, because they'll threaten you when you're in your slit trench. And you just think, well, Nicholas, no one's going to threaten you with sex.
Some people on the list are more accommodating than others. We wrote to Nicholas Soames MP, Junior Defence Minister, Member of Parliament, to ask to see his 3-tier mahogany buffet with partially reeded slender baluster uprights. So, myself and 70 other art lovers individually wrote in and requested to see it, and we've got a viewing sometime in May. Now, if you'd like to see a beautiful 3-tier mahogany buffet table with partially reeded slender baluster upright supports, you too could write into Nicholas Soames, care of the Houses of Parliament, and ask to see it. Now, only write in if you're a genuine art lover. Now, we also found out that Sir Evelyn de Rothschild, owner of Rothschild's Bank, actually has a rather lovely Gainsborough, which myself and some friends went to see. That will cause you any trouble. Can I not wait here? I can't wait here, okay. So I'll just wait down there, do I? Yeah. All right then.
They're obviously trying to run a business as well, no?
Oh no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Got fortunes to make. I'm sorry everyone, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get to see it today, but I'm going to take the letters in so that we can try and arrange another time. All right? Have we got all the letters, everybody? All right. What's it like? What's it like? Was it good? It's worth seeing.
I would recommend to all of you to write. It is a wonderful painting.
Oh, fantastic.
One against its finest.
Well, we won't let us in. All right, so I'll try and get it sorted out.
You've got glass doors to ring them out. It's just delivered.
I can't deliver them.
You give them to me, if you like.
Will you give them in?
How about I like to take them off them? Head of security's coming out.
All right, lovely. Thank you. Can I come in?
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you. There we are. All the letters delivered. And now we've just got to wait for a week or two, and then we can come and see the Gainsboroughs. Yay! Everyone, just turn round. Come on, let's do this with a minimum of fuss, everybody. Just see you soon. See you soon. Bye. If you'd like to go and see Sir Evelyn de Rothschild's Gainsborough, you can write to him, Sir Evelyn de Rothschild's, care of Rothschild's Bank. Nicholas Soames has given us permission to see his splendid 3-tier mahogany buffet with partially reeded slender baluster upright supports sometime in May here at Christie's. There promises to be quite a rush, so we've decided to check for punctures.
Just out of interest, are there any lovers of the 3-tier mahogany buffet with partially reeded slender baluster upright supports in the audience? And remember, there are no dress restrictions. Here we are, the Tory party are £15 million in debt, and we're doing our little bit. We're collecting stuff to help them out. Now, here's some of the things that people have donated. A porcelain cow. And we've had these made specially for the... Here we are, look, this is for the Tory party. Can you read that? Hungry and second homeless. A mint tin. Blimey. Does look a bit steamy. I don't know if you can see that.
Hello, is that the Conservative Party Central Office? It's Mark Thomas here from the Mark
I've
Thomas
seen your
Comedy
programme, Mr Thomas. Nothing further to say. Thank you. Goodbye.
I actually like Britain. I think it's a lovely place. I'm a patriot. I love Great Britain. People in it are a bit cack, but generally nice. Right, but the point is, half the people who claim to be patriots aren't. You take half the white South London wide boys. Do you love Great Britain? Easy, back off. Love Great Britain. All right, slap in, easy. Fight and die for Great Britain. Fight and die! Well, obviously not Scotland, because that's at the top. It's all a bit cold. Leave it out. Wouldn't fight for them. Nor Wales either. Do you know what I mean? Sheep, bar, sing about it in choirs. Leave it out. Fight for England. Well, not north of England. That's poor. Black whippets, fucking puddings, all this kind of marching for jobs, flat caps. Leave it out. Fight for London. Well, you know, not North London, obviously. They're Ponces. Fight for South London. Well, not Clapham. That's Tweed. Peckham's full of gangsters. My flat. Which doesn't constitute a country, does it? You see, this is a weird thing. You get sort of like the real kind of... This is a patriot. They'll just go, no, we're patriots. I don't want to be in Europe. Well, you are, mate. You're in Europe. You know, Britain's part of the continent. No, I don't want to be involved in all that over there. And I have reserved... You know, I don't really want to be in Europe. I don't want Britain to be in Europe. I mean, I'm pissed off Malden's in London. Do you know what I mean? We don't want their weird social regulations. Leave it. We're British. I don't want to be told and forced to work less. Leave it out. I don't want them to pay me more money. I'm British. I've always been British. I'm always going to be fucked. But, you know, we're supposed to be a nation of patriots. And you don't prove your love of your country by how much you love your country, but by how much you hate other people's. What do you think of France? Wankers. Good patriot, boy. You know, you can't prove love through hatred. If you're a bloke walking down the street with your girlfriend, you can't point at other women and go, you're fat, you're skinny, your tits are too small. See how much I love you, darling? I don't hate any country in the world. I don't hate any country, apart from Germany, which is fair. No, it is, because of the Nazi party. The Nazis said they were the greatest race in the world, everyone else was scum, therefore that gave them the moral right to kick shit out of everyone else. And that is a British idea. They stole it from us. Can you believe that? The thieving kraut bastards. But anyway, what you should do is just play. Just muck around with living on the island, which is just tip-top. Get a huge outboard motor, put it on the back of the Isle of Wight, go for trips. You know, just potter down to the Canary Islands and try and blend in. Everyone on Lanzarote, yes, come qua, quanto siete da Privet Hedge. Fuck, we've been rumbled, go! And the best thing we do with the Isle of Wight, we play boy racers with it. Just pull up alongside the Jersey Island. Wankers! And the Jersey Island go, get the bastards, come on, get the motor out. And they start chasing us, and we're leaning out the window of the Isle of Wight going... And they're chasing us, and they're quite fast, but we're a bit nippy. Tuck in, do a left up the Thames. We steam ahead up the Thames with the Isle of Wight. The Jersey Island following closely behind. Halfway up the Thames, the Jersey Island gets stuck, and then we call the Inland Revenue.
About 16 years ago, I used to hang out with a guy called Andy, who was a black guy. We're drinking in a pub one night, and a couple of skinheads came up, and one of them looked at Andy because he was black. He chucked a tenner on the table and said, "Start saving for your fare home." Andy picked it up and went, "Shit, I'll get a taxi with that." That's my Britain.